Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another lovely night of RPG Tuesday with Vampyr! 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 Yes, hello Pepper, how you doing? Meow? Meow? Okay, meow. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing just fine. Fantastic, it's wonderfully! You're getting, we're getting a Knights of the Old Republic movie is in development. Are you pulling my chain? Is this for real? Don't play with my tiny little heart. You know, don't make me lose more hope in humanity. Alright. But anyway, welcome to another lovely night of. Well, I'm gonna die, yeah, fuck. But one lovely night of RPG Tuesday. Last time we looked for people, we found people. By Lucasfilm. I say, let's jump right in, shall we? Oh, take me to the hospital. This is where I was, right? Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Continue. So, what I wanted to do last week was to go outside and talk to people. Hopefully the game will let me do that. Because I definitely went upstairs a little way too fast. I have a cat that won't shut the fuck up. Shut up. Alright. Alright, okay, there you go. There you go. I'm so tired. Alright, so I can't test my shit here. Alright, well, the non-combat area. What do we got here? Reveal. Did I gotta move the thing? Alright. What else we got here? What is this? We got crafting and shit? Blood samples of William Bishop. A fresh sample of William Bishop blood in a small tube. Analyzed to view blueprints. Analyze. You have enough components to improve one of your weapons. Press RT. What is one of those weapons? What do I want to upgrade? I mean, I've been using the machete. Select a melee weapon to upgrade. One hand. Pepper! Get the hell out of there! Get the hell out of there! Stop messing with my cable. She's gonna turn my computer off and the stream is gonna be off and I'm gonna be crazy. Oh. Oh boy. Alright. Level 1. I would love to test them out. Weapons upgrade. You can upgrade your weapons to a new level with the required ingredients. It will inflict more damage on you, and you will also gain access to customization slots. I have all of that. Common handle parts. Lead plate. Alright. I've been using that a lot. I'll be using this too. I can't upgrade this. How about this revolver? I haven't used this shit a single time though. Can't upgrade that. I have a fucking shotgun? Can't upgrade that either. Can I upgrade this then? I can upgrade this. Yes. So it's either this or the machete. I will have to. I want to test them out before I upgrade them.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching.
All right. What is?
The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
All right.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
It needs water. Clever observation. Oh, glass vial. What else we got? What is this? Article on Ecans? How you pronounce this? There are rare opportunities and almost a privilege to approach a vampire, to observe the most intriguing physical and psychological traits with a scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities that I personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires, or Ecans. Oh, okay, I fucking know. As they prefer to call themselves. Fuck that. I'm gonna call them vampires. I don't care. Supernatural speed. The vampire can act and move like a mortal in all actions, but the trained eye will spot that they have the keenest senses and can react quicker than any mortal. On a few occasions, not surprisingly, I have seen a vampire move so quickly it is almost as he had vanished, just to reappear somewhere else. The human eye cannot follow their movement when they act so quickly. But it's not a teleport or a dematerialization. It is only a supernatural speed. For me, it is a cat-like attribute. Shut up, Pepper. I say cat, but that means shut up. Alright? Shut up! Or was I teleport attribute, which allows them to... Pepper, get out of there. Stop biting my shit! Which allows them to run, dodge, and jump longer, faster than less notice that such a speed seems to exhaust them, and they are bound to physical limitations. Mesmerism. One of the most powerful abilities a vampire can deploy is the capability to force a mortal to obey them. I call this trait mesmerism. But it has nothing to do with the mortal ability to alter a subject's mental state. A vampire can bend a mortal to their will, and they can even break a mind. A vampire I interviewed even told me the more a subject tries to resist, the more permanent the damage will be, as if the vampire could literally fracture their target's psyche. The same vampire explained to me that this ability requires time to master, and that the result could vary widely from subject to another. Implant a false memory, erase. Oh, we could be able to do that later on. Erase a painful one. The possibilities are endless and frightening. Blood awareness. This may be the most catastrophic ability of all concerning vampires, since it is the cause of so many tragedies for them and us. Pepper, you're really distracting, alright? I'm trying to read this and you're really being annoying. Vampires crave for blood. They must use their will to restrain themselves from friendly... Oh, come on, game! I'm fucking doing things! Thank you. Okay, apparently if I don't move, the game will fucking kick me out. Fantastic. Where was I? Fuck! They need blood to function and to express their full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. This urge, this need for blood may explain why vampires is so explain why vampires are so aroused by it. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since it smells and attractiveness can be so strong. When he fucks, a vampire can almost see blood. Oh wow, yeah, we know that. All around them, inside warm bodies, through walls, and on supposedly clean weapons, etc. The same vampire even told me that he can see if mortals have clean blood or is ill, and that in some cases he can even sense disease infected clothes or even items. That's good for us because we're doctors. In a room. If this is true, it could have so many medical applications. You almost beggars to believe. Alright. Good. We're a doctor, so that's gonna be useful for us. Can't pick that up, I guess. What do we got here? Oh, money. Glad that my office came with money already. Alright, before I go there... Oh, what's this? Dr. Swanson's message. It's not that long. Why does it have to be this long, though? Dear Jonathan, I ask you not to experience the security officer for your second floor. Please forgive me the social decoration, but the hospital outside sleep. I'll never go back to work. And I'm immortal after all. I also gave orders to let you rest. And for 7 never enter your room. You will be able to sleep all day without being disturbed, and work at night without raising any suspicion. I'm afraid the place is quite messy, but you'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice there is an open window with a scaffolding that will allow you to enter and exit the hospital without being noticed, so I can just jump out of the window to leave my fucking place. Awesome. I imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you, believe me. I have studied enough of your species to understand that you must be facing and feeling. Be assured I'll do whatever I can do to help you in ordeal, and now that you're not completely alone facing it. I'm glad I met you. These dark times we are specifically fascinating, and I hope you all great yourself. Welcome to talk to you soon. Yours sincerely, Edgar blah blah. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes. I already read that shit. Thank you. Bye. Yeah, probably should have read that first. So the game wants me to sleep, but I want to talk to people outside, so let's do that. Can I leave? Yes. I definitely can leave. What is this, though? Dr. Tepes, Dr. Strickland, and Dr. Huh. Can I enter this?
It's locked, all right.
Oh, well, yeah. It's fucking locked, I guess. Can we steal from the hospital? I guess not. Huh. What's over here? Oh, hello. This is a goddamn saw. That's the wrong button. There you go. What is this? View details. Melee weapon. Surgical hacksaw. Able to cut through bone. We're gonna use that. We're gonna test that out. See how that goes. Yeah. Robbing this place. I work here, right? It's practically mine, so... Ooh, what's this? Details. Data and mixes in terms of notes. The patient faces has been heavily burned and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of the strongest sedatives, he firms to regularly endure severe pain from the wounds, and if it's flame still burning under his skin. He says examination of this show no trace of inflammation, infection, or swelling. Those are clean. Could it be a case of persisting nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for his disfiguration. Could it be a case of guilt of the survivor? Phantom pain manifesting as a punishment? Okay. Alright, so... Ooh, we got a new person. Remember, this is at heart an RPG. A Dark Souls-like RPG, but still an RPG. So, we're finding people. Good. Is this locked? Actually, I can't even fucking open that. Alright, we are... I gotta get accustomed to my... surroundings. What else we got over here? Dr. Swanson. Oh, there you go. This is the guy. I don't want to talk to him just yet. I already talked to him enough. Well, that was 2 weeks ago, but you know what I mean.
I cannot enter.
I cannot enter. I'm a fucking vampire. I have to be invited. That's our running button. That's upstairs. Alright, before I check upstairs, let's talk to everybody. There's a lot of sick people outside. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. That's an you'll receive. More shit to steal. I mean, use. Nice to walk out of the building. This is my vampire. Oh, there's the guy. I know about him now. Yeah, I have vampire vision. I can see blood. What's in this room? Hello? Empty, that's what it is. Ooh, what's in here? Oh, what is this long letter? Oh god, this is gonna be a reading episode, isn't it? Fucking welcome to Reading Rainbow. God damn it. Hello, sis. How are you? Things in the big city here in the room are not so good. It seems that the flu is here again. We have many. Didn't I talk about the Spanish flu last week? How I told you guys that even though it's called the Spanish flu, it was pretty much all around Europe. It was only called the Spanish flu because Spain was the ones that was making more of, they were writing more about it than anybody else. Anyway, back to that's the end of the history lesson. You guys are infected everywhere, huh? Do you remember Mrs. Schuller, the old drinking hag from the third floor? She passed away 2 days ago, and her flat is already occupied again. Jeez, you will have to pay me a huge amount of money to go sleep in the bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. Sorry, I did not take time to quickly answer your letter between taking care of little Paul, mom, dad, and my job factor. Really? Somebody having a difficult time with the family, eh? I'm a favorite sister. By the way, my son says hello to his auntie, Peepa! You should see the little bugger. Already driving me mad. And mom says you bring back some of those marvelous cakes the next time you come back home. In your last letter, you told me you thought about quitting your job. Wow, we're totally snooping around, man. I don't think we should be reading this, but we're fucking reading it. Fucking gossip, fucking gossip. I have to tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There are always jobs at the factory, but wages are shit. It's as boring as the day without a shack. Oh, I have new fiance. No, I'm not a slut, you moral bitch, you. So, you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning? Maybe you better stay in London and join that van you told me about. The Gar of Priven? Priven? Something like that? Ah, fucking no. Never heard of them. But if they are, like you say, some sort of civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. No, she shouldn't join them. The motherfuckers got hunting fucking vampires. And I'm a vampire. I don't like that shit. What's going from? That's not supposed to kill friends by leading too many patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, way back. Like, alright. Shelter key. Where's that? Small letter. And we keep the things? Oh boy. The Hawkins. Anything else in there?
It's locked, all right.
It's fine. Let's look for the key then. A lot of people to talk. What the fuck? What is this shit? You guys see this?
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway.
That's disrespectful.
I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you.
You don't say.
You see, no one has claimed your body, sir. So it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables.
Oh.
I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
Robbing the dead, eh? Huh. We know something about him now. Alright. He's an asshole. I kinda was stealing shit too, but never mind, I'm a vampire. So, remember, if we gotta drink somebody, we're drinking that motherfucker. Because he fucking deserves it. Shit. Alrighty then. This is outside. That's for the main gate. Talk to people. Oof. Are you okay, buddy? I can't even fucking see your blood, but you're moving. Hello there.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansey's enthusiasm for hiring you.
Ah,
What we need
well.
here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Oh, well, you are a fucking asshole. Got it. Your life is in London. Let's ask him shit. I have a hint. I need hints for this shit.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
No reason to justify my actions to you. I have saved many lives. Knowledge is our main weapon. Which one should I use? I don't want to brag that I saved many lives.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon, and it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative, it is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
Alrighty then. About Pembroke Hospital.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr.
So mad that
Swansey,
the first guy I talked
but
to
over
is a
time
fucking
his
asshole.
enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
You are a giant asshole. We get a hint of something.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansey has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position.
And who are you
But
in
I
this
don't agree
hospital?
with it.
I know we've never met
Why
before,
should he
but I
ask
believe
you
this
for
hospital
advice?
could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Aha. Aha. You better change your tone with me. No need for such animosity. Yeah, let's be friendly. Let's not shove the jealousy that he obviously feels in his goddamn disgusting face.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital instead of a burden.
Uh-huh. Well, kindly go eat a dick. Goodbye. Have any more personal questions? No, I need more hints for that.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
We'll talk later. You're in my list. You're in my goddamn list. Alright, then. What more information we can gather?
Good
Please
evening,
be
Doctor.
friendly.
I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an
Oh, we
honor,
got
sir.
a fan. What a
Thank you.
change.
And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Hey, what's with your face? Let's start with this. Tell me about yourself.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your
You
work
already said
concerning
that,
blood
though.
transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
Haha.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have
Oh,
inspired me.
great.
I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Okay, you're getting a little getting a little too. You know what? Could be a dick researcher. Research is exhausting. Wow. So this is the dick move. This is the neutral one, and this is you know, the good one. Could warn him the research is kind of exhausting. But you know, I'll be glad to help.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
Alrighty then.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach.
You're ugly
My
as sin,
process is
though.
purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Alrighty then. Well, thank you for. Ooh. Let's talk about that.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted
The
territory.
asshole is right there, though.
I'm convinced
Who's
that's
talking
true.
shit
With
about
the
him?
influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept
You're
of
right,
medical
Chief.
science.
He's like fucking right there. Right there.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Oh boy. You seem quite optimistic.
You seem quite optimistic.
Also very, you know,
It's a rare
jittery.
and
Stop
precious
moving.
attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain.
That was
about
endurance,
our
me
capacity
screaming
to
while I'm
resolve the
fucking starved. I really want to go
True,
eat.
true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Yeah. Well, that was depressing, and here I was
Do
talking
you
about
need help
food.
with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may.
Oh, we got a
pass by
quest.
if I have time.
Oh shit! Locate local investigation. A new citizen investigation. Develop. Press to open the local investigation menu. Alright. Citizen investigations. Citizen investigations are displayed here, categorized by district. You can start a new citizen quest by tracking it with X and access to your map to locate the area to explore. Details. Okay, where's... Okay. Okay, what is this? Research pharmacy. Details. I don't know if it's gonna... Alright, we're gonna go there. We are tracking it, right? Yes. Alrighty then. Well, we still needed more to talk to him. Let's talk about this.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical
I wish I could do that with my voice. Just
Harvey Fiddick
project
is a patient
echo
suffering
when I
from
talk
a
to
severe
someone.
injury
Tell
that
me
could cripple
more.
him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Hold on, guys. Let me get my hair out of my fucking ear. That's fucking bugging me. Tell me.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Very interesting. We got more information about people. Now you know why we're playing this in fucking RPG Tuesday.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
Look at those eyes,
agree.
though.
But that does
This
not
guy needs
excuse
some
Dr.
sleep
Aykroyd's
for real.
behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I
But
know
look
is
at
that
my
I'm taking
glorious
care of
facial
human
hair, though.
beings with desires,
I miss
hopes,
my
and
beard.
fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. We need more personal information, but we need hints for that, so
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I'll talk to you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
You're not important because you don't even have blood. How about you? Hello. Oh, whoa. You've been busy.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Oh, I already talked to her. Am I?
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Nothing. I'm just walking around, being a dick.
In the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Let's investigate a little more about this guy. Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family,
Yeah,
Dr.
you're talking
Reed.
about that, but I'm trying to find out the fuck do you do to get your arm like that, alright? Jesus Christ.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the
Who's
best for
sleeping,
me.
Oscar?
There's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
You make a valid point. They shouldn't be arguing about, petty shit. Should be healing people.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness.
That's alright.
But you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
He tried though. He was like, man, this is a famous doctor. I could just fucking, ooh, I could be there. Just operate on me. All right. Wait, we already did personal questions. No, we haven't. Life in London. I did everything already. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Time for this.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself.
Damn.
What an arsehole.
I see.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh. Come on.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Alright. It's okay.
Tell me more about the death of your wife.
We
Harvey.
fucking getting some gossip. This is
1915.
gossip the game.
I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
Kinda sucks.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Yeah, it is kinda sucky, not gonna lie. War is hell, ladies and gentlemen. War is hell.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Yeah. That's probably the only good thing, eh? Alrighty then, I think I got out of, a lot out of you already, so...
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Talk to you later.
Not let you down, my boy.
Alrighty then, let's grab some shit from here. Yeah, gonna need that. I don't know if I should be stealing from the hospital. Ooh, what is this? Due to the influence of this hospital, can no longer take any patients. Hospital. Oh wow, we are going through a lot of crazy shit. Are you guys seeing that? That's the back of my. I think there's something wrong with the fucking game, guys. My reflection is wrong. Unless it's a vampire thing. But that is just weird. That's just weird. Alright then. Did I already talk to you?
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
No, I already talked to you.
Goodbye, Dr.
I know this is weird. It's like, hello, goodbye. Bye, hello. Good evening. Hello, jackass.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this mall.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Also, we'll get to the things you do with the dead.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should
Clearly
I?
not.
These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
All right.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people
Also, you
fear
seem very
or at
drunk. Can you
least
stop
have
moving like that,
respect
please?
for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Uh-huh. We got more things.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
I see. I see. Have we met before?
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came
Oh,
here a few
fuck.
nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
He's very dead too.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Uh-huh. Why close the morgue?
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic.
I see.
Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
That's where I was.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
I see. I see, says the blind man. I already did that. Personal questions. You're a pen broker? Yeah.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people.
Oh.
For I sell all kind of goods.
Uh-huh. Comes here to trade.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir.
Are you?
I've been a doctor,
Are you
remember?
fucking cautious?
And all my clients
Or you
are
just
good
want
people.
fucking money?
In fact, I think I only know good people.
You only know good people, he said. Yes, we all know good people. Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange.
Uh-huh.
Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Uh-huh. You believe in life after death?
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No, I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality
As a
as a
concept.
concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything
I
decays.
really don't like this guy.
If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse.
I think it's just because I saw him
And
stealing
I
from
like
the
to
dead.
be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Well, about that.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise
That
man.
is very wise
Mr.
indeed.
Chidon.
No, Dr. Reed, I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Uh-huh. Now let's talk about some crazy shit.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? I'm pretty sure Dr. Swanson should be informed. Definitely. Oh shit, here we go again. Alright. So this is a nice option. This is the not so nice option, and this is like the go fuck yourself option. This is how I feel about him right now. I know, Pepper. This is what I do in real life. Yeah, I'm a snitch. You see? You remember that saying that whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? But if I see it, I'm fucking telling everybody. Alright.
Whatever your motives, you're making money by stealing from the dead. Dr. Swansea should be informed.
No offense, sir, but Dr. Swansea is one of my customers. As I told you, I like to help people, and everybody needs help from time to time.
You're an asshole. I don't want to trade with you right now. I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Oh, you got me there.
It's locked.
Look, I'll take your shit later. Your city needs you. Every life save if medical life story. Okay, pretty cool. Alrighty then. Robbing from the dead, eh?
It's locked.
It's locked. I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna steal your shit right now. I'll piss in your lamp. Alright. Oh, hello. What is this? Oh, this is that. I hate this asshole. Which way? Oh, this way. Alright, main gate. Oh, there's another person here. Hello. How you doing? So far, he's just talking to people, the game.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes.
No.
And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Wait a minute. Who's this bitch behind me?
Mortimer Goswick.
I need a hint from.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about
I
it.
see. I see.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all.
Alright,
Doctor.
okay, got it. I'll let you guys get some more rest.
I'll let you get some rest then.
Alright, bye. Who are you?
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan
Yeah,
Reed.
but he's not very
How can I help
talkative.
your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of
I
Mortimer Goswick.
totally heard bitch.
Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard
Not
much
tell
of
parents
your
about
talents
what?
as a physician.
An old lady? Wow, we need more hints for this bitch.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all
Okay,
that
listen,
matters.
lady. He's not very talkative, though. I mean, it has nothing to do with the goddamn throat. So, are you?
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more
What are you doing with your
humble
hands?
origin, if I may
What the
say
fuck is
so.
that?
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace.
Did you murder him?
I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Is that appropriate for a conversation topic? Did you murder your husband for money?
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession.
Mm-hmm.
I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Very interesting. Well, this is the only thing.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice. considering the state of emergency.
I see.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Oh boy. Tell me more about your... Here it goes with the echo. I love it.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Oh. Oh. Oh, we got more gossip. Somebody's taking some money. She charged you?
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
Ah.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
I understand that. I'm starting to be a little bit appalled by this hospital myself. I work in this bitch. Oh, goodness. Personal questions? We already did that, right? Yeah. We already did that too. Okay.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Alrighty then.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
You're not alright. You're fucking... Look at your fucking throat. Came here to steal shit, and I came here with more information. Lovely. Where's this bitch? What's up? Where's this nurse? This just ran off. Oh, that's the guy with the burned face.
The pain.
I think.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face.
Yeah.
No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
I see. I mean, to be honest, I picture you a little bit worse, but...
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars.
I see.
If you get my drift.
Uh-huh. Can I do anything?
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you.
No effect?
It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
That sounds weird, if you ask me.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak.
Uh-huh.
But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Alrighty then. But I have a question for you. Are you guys ready for the echo again? I fucking love this part. Real cause of thrill.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Oh. What really happened?
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke
That's
me
fucked up.
Left me to burn.
That is definitely fucked up. I don't even want to ask why to lie, but I can understand why you lie.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans. and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Surgery could help you. Let's be nice with him.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Alright, fair enough. Try to be nice. Gonna be a little fucking more aggressive.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
We learn a
I
lesson
really
tonight.
don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
I was a doctor, you asshole. I saw a lot of dead people, if that's what you mean. What a jackass. Alright then.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
I'll come back to you. Man, this hospital is super peachy, isn't it?
It's here again.
How about you? Are you still good?
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and
He's just
return
messing
to my
around with the
flock.
camera at this point. Your life in London. With Princess William Bishop then.
How did you end up in
That's
William
a good
Bishop's
question.
den?
How did he
I
end
had
up with that
received
asshole?
alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he adopt you?
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Oh.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
I see. Very well. Let's talk about Tom Watts.
Do you know Tom Watts? The bartender from the Turtle. I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
I see. Spare.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice.
You know what, guys? I'm really
Nothing.
getting into this fucking
It's a
story.
damn shame.
But this hospital is quite the shitty place, isn't it?
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Yeah.
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know.
Listen, I'm looking for a fucking vampire. Okay, fair enough.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Oh. Well, it's again now.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
That a name, huh?
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Well, that's good, I guess. Personal question time. What do you do for well, he's a fucking priest. What is this an option?
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path.
At least the game
to our
addressed
Lord.
my fucking comment.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Uh-huh.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Well, he doesn't know much about vampires. Alright, fair enough.
Have you made friends since
Yes,
you
tell me
arrived?
some gossip
Not
about this
really,
fucking hospital.
but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Oh, how do you feel?
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands.
Oh
here.
no.
Dr. Swansea is
Oh,
well
no,
versed
no,
in
no.
blood transfusion.
That could be a problem.
And I'm sure he'll take the best care
That
of you.
could be
Thank you, sir.
quite a
I believe
problem,
all I
guys.
need is rest, and then I can go back to the people who need me.
That could be a problem. This could be a problem.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton.
Bye, Mr. Humphrey.
We'll talk again later.
Well, onward to look for more people to talk to. Welcome to Small Talk, the video game. Eventually we'll kill something, don't worry, guys.